Hello again. This is part 4 of the tutorial and I will be making the third page in this video. I'm gonna start out with a fresh piece of cardstock and I'll be cutting it into 3 pieces. For piece number 1, I am gonna cut at 4 3/8. For piece number 2, I am gonna cut at 4 1/2. And then I'm gonna turn it and cut again at 5 3/4. And now piece number 3 should measure 3 1/2. I'm gonna score piece number 1 and piece number 3. And I'm just gonna put piece number 2 away for now. And I'm gonna start with piece number 1. And I'm scoring it at 1 1/4. And again at 7. And piece number 3, I'm also gonna score at 1 1/4 and at 7. Then I'm gonna turn it and score again at 2 5/8. And these 2 pieces are gonna be my pockets. So I am gonna punch a border on both of them. And I'm using the Martha Stewart eyelet lace punch. But you can use any die or punch you want, as long as it doesn't take more than 1/2 inch of your paper. And as you can see, I am starting in the middle and punching all the way to the edges on both sides. I am then folding at all of the score lines. And this piece number 3 is gonna be wrapped around the other pocket. And that's why it's folded at the bottom. I'm then gonna cut off the corners and I am just cutting at the score lines. I am gonna take a little more of the sides so that when I fold it, they aren't gonna show under the bottom. Now the 3 pieces are ready to be decorated. And for that, I'm gonna use sheet number 7. I'm gonna use the back side of this. And I'm gonna cut off this piece. It's the one without the bird cage. I'm gonna make sure that I'm cutting off the right side of this. And I am gonna cut it at 5 3/4. So the piece should now measure 6 by 5 3/4. My son just woke up from his nap, so I want to apologize if you can hear the baby noises in the background. But I am cutting this into 3 pieces at 2 inches each. And then I'm inking the edges. And when I'm done with that, I'm gonna put it all together. I'm gonna take piece number 2, the one without the border, and I'm gonna take the top piece of the Stamperia paper, and then I am gonna glue them together to make one piece, and that's gonna go behind the pockets. I'm gonna use the measurements in the media mat to guide me. And I want my piece to measure 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So I've laid down my cardstock and I'm just gonna check to see how much glue I'm gonna use. I don't want to use too much because I can always add some more. I'm just checking to make sure that it's at 5 3/4. And then I am gonna go in and burnish. And I'm just gonna add a little more glue to close the gap on the back side. And now the base of the page is ready to be covered in pockets. And I'm gonna take the biggest one and wrap it around at the bottom of the page. And I'm gluing the sides onto the back. I am burnishing with my bone folder and going over the sides to get a sharp edge. And I'm then gonna glue on piece number 2 of the Stamperia, and I am putting it right under the pattern that we punched out. And I'm burnishing again. And then I just need to add the other pocket, and of course the Stamperia piece. I'm gonna start with the flap at the bottom, gluing and burnishing. And then I'll do the sides as well. And adding the last piece of Stamperia paper. And then the page is done. I just have to glue it into the album. Now when I'm done wiping off the excess glue, I am just gonna check to make sure that the pockets work and that I didn't screw up. And as you can see, they work perfectly. So I'm gonna add score tape all around the page. Now I am getting my album ready. I just need to peel off all of these things and add my glue. And now I can put in my page. And I am being careful so it's not gonna be crooked. And I am taking my bone folder again and burnishing all over the page. And then I am done. In my next video, I'll be making page number 4. Thank you for watching.